Hey, great Monday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville, and I forgot. Maggie, where are you? Oh my gosh. I forgot. Sorry, guys. I forgot for Maggie. Maggie, I forgot you, Maggie. Sorry. And appreciate your patience. It has been that type of afternoon, let me tell you. And I actually forgot to send Maggie the link. Sorry. Good evening. Good evening. It is an interesting evening in the city of Brownsville. El muñeco Chucky. What's up, Erasmo? I'm your dear friend, the Chucky doll. Y me gusta el plátano macho. Yeah, I've heard that once or twice before. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Katie Hermosa. Good evening. Good evening. And there is Maggie. Hey, Maggie, how you doing?
Hey, I need to figure out. Am I looking straight ahead now?
Yes.
Okay. I did something again and I messed up the camera. So I'm gonna see if I can fix it. Hey, why are you late? You had me worried.
You know what, Maggie? It's kind of a weird deer, but but weird deer. Remember, I sent you. I think I sent you a link. I might not have sent you a link in regards to a story that I wanted to talk about tonight. And in my head, I thought I had sent you the link to the show, and and I did it. And I'm going like, it's 20 seconds, and Maggie's not here yet.
I'm sitting here like doo doo doo,
and I'm going like, what's up, Maggie? And I thought, well, maybe she's having issues and stuff. So I thought, well, it's going to be a little while. And then nothing. I went like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then I remembered, I go like, oh, crud. Hey, Katie. And what's that? Good evening. Marcy. I hadn't seen you in a while, Marcy. Good evening. Joe. Oh, hey, my prayers for Mom. I think she had surgery today. Everything's okay. Good evening, Pepper and Patty. Good evening, buenos dias. You are annoying, sir. Well, como dicen allá mi abuela, no somos monedita de oro. We're not going to. We're not going to caerle bien a todos. We're not going to be liked by everything, Abel. But you do have the option of not coming on this page. That is your power. That is your option. And that way you will never, ever again have to hear from an annoying Erasmo Castro. Just block me, Abel, and everything will be peachy keen in your life. But I'm glad you're here tonight, and I hope you stay throughout the hour. Good evening, Norma. Good evening, Rosa, Amelida. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Evening, love the look. Thank you. I did my best here.
It is nice. What is it, Star Trek?
Star Trek.
Where'd you get it?
A great friend of mine gifted me my Star Trek bow tie.
Nice.
I love it. Thank you. Good evening, Leah. Good evening, Becky. Jesus, Becky. Good crispy evening. It is nice and nippy. Maggie, what are you showing us your finger? Lottery.
From my kid. Win the lottery. That's my kid's note to me. And my green shirt. I'm trying to figure this out, but I think I should just give up and just look straight at the camera.
You're doing a great job.
Hang on.
Hola, quesito, hermosa, Jenny, good evening, Veronica, Vero. Elizabeth, guys, and if you're on the page, the YouTube page, like that sucker, please. Good evening, Erica. Good evening, Maggie. Good evening. Let me catch up to our comments. I don't want to fall behind. We actually have a couple of things that we're really going to touch on, guys. So I want to make sure we don't fall too far behind the comments. Because then to catch up, it's murder, and then I'm rushing through them at the end, and then everyone is upset. And let me tell you, I already got half of Brownsville upset with me. I don't want the other half upset as well.
What happened?
Well, just people just thinking that I'm negative.
Oh, okay.
¿Qué te pasa, Batman and Maggie? We had that one this morning. Sharky saw it. I got Batman. Hey, Mags. Oh, hey, to you too. ¿Qué rollo con el pollo? BIZ encouraging. That's one of the topics we will talk about. I promise you. Good evening, friends. Go pick up some bolitas. But let me tell you, I wasn't able to confirm that there were actually people there. But I would dare say that there were people there, Charlie Brown. But come pick up some bolita chitos.
And cajeta filled.
Well, let me know when you're coming. I have to make sure that I go pick that one up. Good evening, Ethan. Ethan. Let me tell you, Ethan is becoming a great chef.
Is he? Because I've seen him be a great dancer.
A dancer? Wow. A dancer and a chef? That boy's got skill. And Jim is here with us tonight.
Hey, so that means I'm off.
Yeah. Oh. You're good. Because I don't know what Erasmo told you, but we're a 3-man show now.
That works for me, but every once in a while it could be a 2-man. Can we say 2-man and a lady? Does it have to be a 3-man show? I mean, sure. I know I look kind of butch, but
kind of.
A little.
A little.
I just heard cajeta filled something, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Cajeta filled.
He's having to pay back a bet.
Oh, you lost it, Erasmo.
Because he cannot verify.
Honestly, I cannot verify that I actually lost, but I'm going to take Charlie Brown's word. If Charlie Brown tells me that he won the bet, I'm good.
Who doesn't trust Charlie Brown?
Let me tell you. Good evening, Adelia, Tanya. Good evening. Hi from Naples, Florida. I love me some Naples, Florida. Enjoy, Alejandra. Say hi to all my Naples people. Yes, a shoulder replacement today. She is recovering. My prayers, continued prayers, my man. Love you. Steve, my man. A green arrow. You are so cool, Delia. You are pretty cool yourself. Thank you for that. Good evening, Joe. Buenas noches, Lupita hermosa. Hello, Mr. Castro Maggie. Good evening. Ya llegó el rey del chat. Maggie, love that hair. Hola, it's my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Julie. Happy birthday to you. Erasmo, many blessings, Julie. God bless. ¿Qué tumbaron en La Palm Boulevard y Elizabeth? They knocked down some of the old buildings that BISD had purchased. They are getting ready to start building a parking lot for Sam Stadium, which is very, very good. It's something that is very, very needed. It's something that we voted on 2 years ago. So I'm glad that that's finally coming into fruition. It's very, very much needed. ¿Cuándo por llenarme unas formas para pasaporte? Son 2. Si es para el pasaporte americano, unos $20 por las 2. Man, I'm making business and everything out here. Guys, like that Facebook chat, like that YouTube channel. Saludos, comandante Maggie y ayudante Erasmo. Saludos, Ozzy. I'm interested in hearing this deal with GB, and that is the other topic we're going to talk about. Lupita, ya te dije $20. Cállate con la lana. Hello, amigo. What's up with all the hate from the flagpoles? You know what? I don't get it. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I did put up a post with there were some flags that were, kind of like messed up. And there's no excuse, guys, to have messed up flags. No excuse. Because somebody's putting up those flags. And if they're raggedy, guys, you expose yourself to be blasted because you shouldn't be putting up raggedy flags. No raggedy flags should be going on poles, guys. But with that said, this kid from Austin comes on and goes like, Ponte a trabajar, Erasmo. I'm going like, what does that have to do with the flagpoles? Well, you climb the flagpole and when you're drunk and o sea, nada que ver. I mean, I sort of felt like I was back in junior high. Tu mamá con una hacha en la espalda. Like, how the heck is that an insult? I mean, you don't even know my mom. Leave her hacha alone. Like, stupid burns. Like, if it was like back in junior high where I got my butt beat up a couple of times. Shout out to my honey's birthday, Frank El Diablo. Felicidades al diablo. Felicidades al diablo. Felicidades el diablo. Felicidades a ti, malvado diablo. Happy birthday. So Charlie Brown won. I'm going to do on the honor system, and if Charlie Brown says he won, he's got himself some Cheeto bolitas. ¿Cuándo llenarme? Dos formas de ya te dije $20. Con pasaporte americano, $20. Ven a mi oficina. ¿Por qué les gustan las bolitas? ¿Qué pasó? They're delicious. I actually, not even joking, guys. I literally just had a bag before coming on.
The whole bag.
Amazing. The whole bag. I seriously can't understand why the rush de tu pariente Gutierrez. We're going to talk about that right now. Actually, we could go into that almost now. Quick. Let me finish with all. Guys, slow down on the comments and let me catch up. Got it here. Got it from his mama. No. I love you, Vero. Everyone hates you today on your Facebook post, Batman. You know, it's Monday. I'll forgive him. Thank you, Maggie, for the Concha reminder. You want half? Hey, Jimmy!
Give it up.
Hello, Lynn.
Jimmy Vela.
You see, one person knows me in here. I'm not as famous as both of you, but...
Oh, no. You beat me.
PISD.
Hands down.
PISD board president, Jimmy Vela.
They're just used to just typing Erasmo and Maggie. That's the only thing.
Proud president.
La Flo ahora es el muñeco Chucky o qué onda? Who knows? I don't care. Erasmo, I have a video of people at the Sombrero Fest. I'll try to say yes.
Oh,
thank you, Eddie. Love you, Eddie. You see, Charlie Brown? You see? I win again. Thank you, Eddie. Love you. So if evangelical Christians care so much about the Bible, why are they supporting Trump's golden statue? Come on, man. Come
on,
man. Golden statue was more like of a joke type of thing, but I see what you're getting at. It did look like the golden calf. I'll tell you that much. And that's my goodness gracious, Castro. Here, Matthew's starting to be my competition. I had a COVID death in the family. Oh, my prayers, Marcy. Sorry to hear that. Good evening. Okay, mañana boy. Woohoo! $20.
Oh, I was reading Mañana Boy.
Tomorrow boy. Sorry, Marcy. Yeah, sorry, Marcy. God bless. What is the rationale of the new median on Boca Chica? Let me tell you guys, it is a mess. Makes no sense. I mean, have you seen the way that they decimated and destroyed 802? That's exactly what they want to do to Boca Chica. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But when you don't have any leadership, when you have a failed city commission who is more interested in pet projects than actually what impacts its residents, then chaos is going to exude. And I say that very quickly because I want to get to the point. So flags are not in the budget. Crazy. They should be. Frank El Diablo Ruzzi says, thank you so much. Love you, Frank. God bless you, Papa. My favorite junior high dish was, yes. No, mine, the one that still sticks in my head is, tu mamá arriba de un poste con una hacha en la espalda, Erasmo. And I'm going like, let me decimate that. I don't know why. Y era un chavo que se llamaba Pedro. Pedro, if you're listening, I still remember your burns. Jimmy is at a weekend after dark studio behind you. I did notice way more students on campus today. Yes, good. That's where we're going. Hello, we'll talk about that right now. Hey, Jimmy. Yeah.
Is that my real voice? Yeah. What's wrong with it? I'm a little nasally right now, but.
Negative Eddie. There was no Sombrero Festival LTD sponsored gatherings. People on their own doesn't count. Yes, it does count. I said there was going to be people there. It was going to be a VIP people. We'll see. When will City clean dead fish and saca? I'm hoping that this week, I've already contacted them 3-4 days out of last week. Que hable el Jimmy. We're getting there. I hate the meeting. Seriously. Well, businesses, there's a headache. How sad. When is City go? Yes, good job. Guys, let's go into the topic that was brought up first, which was return to school. As of today, more and more individuals were encouraged to come back onto campus as a district, as is everyone that works for the district, Maggie, is on campus now. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
And what is the sentiment of people out there on campus?
Like that, just that. Yeah, pa qué? Yeah, pa qué? I mean, come on. And the thing is, the teachers, we know the parents want the kids in school. We know that. We want the kids in school, but the classroom is not set up to be taking in a whole classroom full of children. So it's disheartening. That's what it is. As professionals, we don't feel respected.
There's absolutely no respect. Well, an email came out from Dr. Cantu today, and we'll put it on and say, in an effort to continue to increase the number of students in face-to-face instruction. See, and look, before we go into it, guys, this email makes absolutely no sense. It contradicts itself in what it's saying, and then we can discuss it. Increase the number in an effort to continue to increase the number of students in face-to-face instruction. Students who want to participate in athletics and or fine arts must also attend face-to-face instruction. The athletic and fine arts program often serve as a motivation for students to attend school. We want students in our schools, and it is our hope that these two programs will help us increase the number of students who attend face-to-face instruction on campus. Please help communicate this information to all staff. Thank you for your continued support. From Dr. Nelly Cantu.
That is not TEA enforced, is it?
Jimmy?
So then if TEA doesn't support it, but the superintendent pushes it, how does that work out?
Again, like everything, it is a touchy subject, right? Like us in Port Isabel, we went more into like we did with our students, we did with our staff, right? Like the staff was, you can't compare, right? We're a very small district. You all have thousands of employees. We have hundreds. So it's kind of like mixing, it's like comparing apples to oranges. But I mean, I read that and I'm like, I just can't relate because of the number of employees that BISD has. It's just, it irks me.
Well, you can relate in regards to percentage wise, because let me tell you, that email right there makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It completely goes against what TA had already mandated and instructed for the schools. Guys, anyone out there that still believes when a school district says, well, we're doing it because TEA said so, you are a fool. You are a fool. It's not true, guys. And we've been saying it for months now. It is not true. Se la sacan de la manga. They ultimately decide what the hell they want to do. Now, guys, it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, because the district is going to get paid if the child signs on onto his computer at home or opts to come on campus. Mm-hmm. They get paid absolutely the same amount of money, guys. And let me tell you, bringing in more and more individuals onto a campus is irresponsible, because the greater number of individuals you have coming into an enclosed area is not good, because we have not overcome COVID-19. Unlike many other districts, folks, BISD has not pushed to vaccinate its staff and personnel, unlike other districts.
That would make a lot of educators and a lot of staff members feel a lot more comfortable.
They have not. Guys, I'll go one further. Cameron County has not pushed to vaccinate individuals inside the county, inside their schools, inside any of the districts, guys. Now, for anyone out there that still believes when they say, well, we just can't do it. Guys, I posted today how counties here next to us, guys, are making sure that their school districts get vaccines, because they're understanding that the push is for more and more people to come onto campus, guys. That is the push. It should absolutely not be done in an unsafe environment.
And that's the thing is the schools, we don't have the AC system that can filter out. We don't have the space for 6 feet apart. There was another one I was thinking, and I can't think, and maybe it's the vaccination. There was another one I was thinking that the CDC says that we don't have available to us.
We don't have the proper PPE.
We don't have the cleaning going on because we don't have the staff. Again, Canales should have 4 custodians. We run on 1 to 2 per shift, I think.
Guys, we are not prepared in any way, shape, or form. Now, one of the things that President Biden said is we want to bring them back on campus safely. And I warned you guys, it is the same verbiage that has been used by this superintendent for months now. Does anyone on campus feel more safe now than they did 2-3 months ago? And the answer is going to be absolutely no.
No, I don't know very many that would say yes. No.
Jimmy?
No, absolutely not. I mean, it's like that rhetoric, right? Like saying, "Oh, all these people are already vaccinated. We can go into a restaurant without a mask." It's like that. It's the same thing. Our teachers aren't going to be safe until our students are vaccinated. Even at that, right? Even when the kids get vaccinated, it's going to be like it's still out there. Mm-hmm. It's something that isn't going to happen overnight. Like you all mentioned a year ago, I remember when Frankie was on the show. This isn't going to go away anytime soon. So I absolutely agree. Our teachers aren't ever going to feel that sense of safety until it's gone. God willing, it happens, right? But by the looks of it right now, it's taking this long, and the best we can do right now is the best we can, right? Ensuring that we're at least vaccinated. So yeah, I definitely agree with y'all.
Okay, and so what's the thinking is if they're gonna play the sports, they have to be. That's what they're saying, right? They have to be on campus 100%, in addition to practice. Because before it was just they had to be at practice.
Yes. One of the things that they were allowing, one of the things that they were allowing our students to do is to have their instruction at home, and then come in after school in order to do their band and to do their football practice or any other practice that they had. But take into consideration, guys, the Dr. Cantu's open the window mentality is if they can come for practice, they sure as can come for face-to-face instruction.
The main concern is the kids who are not passing and the kids who are not showing up, right?
No.
That's what I hear.
No, not anymore, because let's be honest, guys. A lot of the grades out there are bogus or bullcrap grades. A lot of the grades out there are just left at the discretion of the teacher. And again, guys, more power to them. Again, if they need to cross those T's and dot those I's, more power to them, guys. Let me tell you, no one was going to be failing at the district. No one. And if they were in danger of really, really failing, they were coming out with come on Saturday and come later on. The issue is, as she mentioned in the email, they want to entice a great big old chunk of students. Look at how many people we have in band. Hundreds of students per campus. They want to entice those individuals to come back onto campus when they don't need to. Now, the reasoning is if they can come for practice after school, they can come for face-to-face instruction.
But there's no need.
Well, the difference is, let's look at the difference. The difference is they're practicing outside. Mm-hmm. I would feel a lot more comfortable. Hey, guys, if that's going to be the case, have classes outside then. Have the classes outside to whereas they're out in the open air. But they can't because they still have to teach the students that are back at home.
But from what I understand, the superintendent wants everybody back on campus because that's going to stop kids from flunking. That's the priority, the kids that are not passing.
No,
But
I think
the kids that are not passing and the kids that are not showing up to class, I don't think are going to be the kids that have been showing up for band practice and any athletics practice.
well, the fear is that the district is going to lose thousands of students.
They already did.
Well, they're going to lose thousands more students to IDEA and to the other charter schools, private schools here in the city of Brownsville. Because you know how IDEA is.
I don't know. How?
Jerry? You know how bad that idea is.
I don't know. Is there a joke I don't know?
Jimmy works for IDEA.
Oh, I forget.
But no.
How bad is it, Erasmo? How bad is it?
I love my IDEA schools, and Jimmy I have had that conversation. I loved them when I was on the board. I loved them before I was on the board. I love them now that I'm not on the board. I love our charter schools. I think that they bring something that we don't have at the utilities part of the city, competition. And, they make each group up their game in regards to trying to attract students. But look, guys, one of the things I think Maggie knows here at where I work, there's like 1,000 notaries, and 1,000 tax preparers. Guys, there's enough work for everyone. And it's the same thing with students, guys. I mean, people have a choice, and having a choice is a good thing. I have absolutely no hate for IDEA whatsoever. None whatsoever.
Don't we wish we had that with PUB?
We really wish we had that with PUB, 100%. But let me say that email is irresponsible, guys. Let me tell you, a lot of parents are up in arms. A lot of parents are up in arms because what's happened now is parents feel that they've been lying to their students, to their kids, because then the kids go, you see, I can go back onto campus because most kids probably want to go back to be on campus, guys.
By now, yes.
Yeah, they're tired. And let me tell you, I don't blame them. I'd want to be back on campus too. With that said, has the district really made our campuses safe? The answer is no. They have not. They are not.
Have you found out? You asked the other day about the lady from transportation that passed away from COVID last week.
Let me tell you, I've been getting information in regards to not a lady transportation, about a custodian, a couple of custodians that have passed away. But again, we don't have all the information because everyone is trying to keep everything as hush hush as possible.
Mm. Okay, so somebody sent me, we've lost students because of the circus. The board was the criminal that was tried and convicted, and because our super has shown his true colors. That's why we're losing kids.
Well, let me tell you guys, and the drama isn't over, folks. The drama isn't over. Like, one of the things that we learned today, guys, is that Sylvia Atkinson will be sentenced on May the Force be with you.
Ooh, jale. Until May now?
Now it's May. Someone was asking me what's the reason why it keeps on delaying. Guys, she's singing, guys. She is singing. She is trying to cut every single deal she can. So to everyone out there who ever took a picture with her, anyone in the political world, anyone that had any dealings with her, you should be worried. Any dealings whatsoever, you should be worried. Simple as that. My son's school, University of North Texas, is going to make weekly nasal swabs mandatory. Not cool. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
We had my niece who goes to Purdue in Indiana. They were doing, I think it was bi-weekly testing. You have to go in there and get tested every 2 weeks.
Well, what I wonder,
August.
I wonder if all this testing is actually being funded by the government. I was in my classroom alone teaching virtually. I could do that at home. I was alone all day. Yeah, 100%. I'm wondering if a lot of these schools are taking advantage of all the free testing that's going on that's paid by the federal government.
Yeah. I thought
makes,
it was so that they can be on campus.
It makes a pretty buck, It makes a pretty penny.
Yeah.
And maybe that's that's the reasoning behind all this testing out there. I mean,
y'all's campuses aren't testing sites?
No,
we have a testing site out at Sam Stadium.
What are you talking about?
Wow.
What do you mean? I don't even understand that question.
That's how bad it is.
That's an option?
That's why I get like, I mean, I follow the show, right, and I hear what y'all are saying, but right now it's just like the stuff I hear is like, I mean,
Doesn't make sense.
I guess if a teacher's screaming symptoms, they go to Sam Stadium to get tested.
Right.
Is that they
Yes.
don't go to their nurse?
Yeah. Have you not seen? What do you mean go to the nurse? You mean like that's an option? Wow. Okay, now you're starting to scare me. So you mean some school districts? I'm trying to understand this. So you mean, is this what people meant by I'm a smartass? So, or do you mean that at some campuses, if you want to get tested, you can just walk down the sidewalk to your campus nurse and get tested?
Not everywhere.
But that's an option some places?
Right. Some places, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Maggie, are you being negative?
No. I'm just trying to understand this concept of
And I'm asking for the capacity of Brownsville, right? Like, y'all have a lot of schools, and for, I mean, again, thank goodness, we assume right now numbers are going down. It's an assumption. But wow.
That's what's being reported.
Having to attend school in order to be in fine arts sounds like a threat. Yes, right? It does. I mean, the way this is worded is just messed up. What are the UIL rules? They do not have to be face-to-face. That is the UIL rules. They do not have to be at school face-to-face in order to participate in UIL events, UIL programs. Why they're pulling this out of their rear end at this point in time makes no sense whatsoever. Manipulation at its best, 100%. Did he just mention me? Governor mandated that parents have a choice. So how can this be forced? It cannot. The problem is that what Dr. Cantu is trying to say is, hey, teachers, band directors, principals, get them into the classroom any which way you can. Threaten them. And then they'll go back and say, well, that's not what we meant. And the ones that are going to look the fool are the coaches, the band directors, the principals, and the teachers are going to be made to look a fool, because the higher administration, folks, is going to have plausible deniability and be able to say, that's not what we meant. But again, let me tell you guys, I still hear on a daily basis about staff and teachers out there who voted for administration this past election. You get what you voted for, folks. More kids on campus means more money gets spent. Therefore, vendors make more money. Guys, the ones, and Jesus Becky is correct, the ones that are concerned right about now are the vendors, guys. Just take into consideration, guys. Why are they so adamant right now into let's start building everything? Let's start building playgrounds at the elementary schools. Let's start building. Guys, vendors are getting uneasy. Vendors are not making any money. Yeah. Vendors want to make a chunk of that BISD money. It's simple, guys. Follow the money. UIL, the governor that governs fine arts or athletics, UIL has no policy stating that. None whatsoever. Rumor around the water cooler is that Dr. Nelly Cantu is eyeing Dr. Chabelo Gutierrez's job. She keeps saying she can do a better job. Let me tell you, she cannot. Neither can. I'm sorry, I totally forgot. Forgive me. Maybe. 37 other states going to start vaccinating teachers. Texas, not one of them. Let me say, Peter, there's a lot of counties here locally. I think Stark County is going to start to vaccinate its school districts. That's initiative. That's being proactive. That's reaching out to Texas Department of Health and Human Resources, guys, and asking for their personnel to be vaccinated.
Now, you know how Dr. Gutierrez says he's proactive?
Yeah.
And this weekend, was it you? Where did I see it? that Dr. Gutierrez does everything Edinburgh does.
Yeah. I don't know why somebody commented.
Someone commented on it. So somebody was telling me today, it's not what would Jesus do, it's what would Edinburgh do. Is that what his philosophy is? WWED?
100%. Curious that Dr. Cantu husband Juan John Cantu donated $200 to La Pingüina Peña, trying to gain favor on the board. Yes, we actually showed that that donation. Very true. It happened. Orde anda el muñeco Chucky. He came out in the beginning and now he's gone. Come back. No.
I thought I saw Mark Pineapple today crossing the street. I was going to take a picture.
It's not supposed to make sense. Forget about safety. Mike!
Yeah.
Mike
is back.
How
the whole crowd goes, all of the Erasmo people are like, Mike!
Right.
Mike!
All of us, even you all, like,
Matt, you have fans, my man. How can they request more funding or claim extra expenses by having our kids there? That's the question. You people seem to think these folks are idiots. They're smarter than you think. Everything they do is about money. Forget about safety. 100%. No, trust me, Mike. We're on the same page, bro. Students in sports should be vaccinated by the school district.
But it's not available to them yet.
Not available. Yeah, not to students. Not till maybe this summer. Good evening, Sam. I can't believe they're building another idea school in Brownsville. Yes.
What? Another one?
Where?
Yeah, by Sports Park.
It's actually already open.
Is it already open?
Yeah, but the students are going to Robindale right now because Robindale's so big. So the beginning of Jimmy works that idea, but is board president for PISD. That's right.
It's kosher, Charlie Brown. It's kosher.
I actually had to leave Port Isabel to run for board, so education's my industry, so I had to go somewhere, and there isn't really an idea here in Port Isabel, so sorry, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, no cajeta for you, Charlie Brown.
No chitos bolitas.
No chitos bolitas for you. Erasmo, Maggie, and Jimmy, I hope y'all doing well. If you boss ever says have a great day, you are more than welcome to leave. Yes or yes. Stripes and Alta Gloria Morrison out of gas. Long lines, pictures to come. Ha. Really?
What do you mean if your boss ever
I think Luis might be drinking again. You can't be on the school board if you work for the district.
Right.
Right. 100%.
That's exactly why I couldn't work for Port Isabel.
We've lost a ton of kids. Yes, probably going to lose a lot more.
I think I heard the number was like 2,500 so far. The ISD.
Yeah, easily, maybe more. Me too, Charlie Brown. I'm sure. Thank God we don't. I don't swabbed yet. Then more people would be in line for the test. Exactly, Erasmo. It's turned into a money grab. 100%, guys, no doubt. We had to be quiet down the hallway at work today because the kids were pass testing. Crazy.
Yes.
Testing in schools might be next step. Crazy. It is. Yeah, my campus nurse has rapid tests.
What? Is this Brownsville?
I'm not sure.
That's in PI.
PI?
Yeah.
You know who my radio star is? Or you think?
Oh, no. No. I'm saying we have rapid tests.
Okay. Yeah,
awesome. Okay. My son is in band, will not be returning face-to-face. They can't make me send him, and if they want him to quit, then so be it. Just reimburse me what I pay. 100%. No problema. And make sure that they do reimburse you. Maggie is being sarcastically clueless. Hello, sarcastic with Maggie guest. Hey, Schroeder! My kid understands that not unless 70% of the U.S. population have been vaccinated, will she go back to campus. She has been told that if they say she has to be on campus to continue being in the dance team, she will be pulled from it. 100%, guys. Makes no sense whatsoever. Now, guys, a lot of our students are going for after school practice, guys, and they're practicing outside. More power to them, guys. Not inside. Every time y'all say La Pingüina, all I'm saying is high school refs weren't being assaulted. FBI wasn't at the Glass Palace. Minerva wasn't seeing erections. And COVID didn't show up till Erasmo brought back strawberry.
Ours was Peachy Keen, right?
I miss you so much, Micah.
Mike Pineapple for commissioner.
Mike for commissioner. Mike for mayor, man.
Imagine.
Mike, you were missed dearly, 100%. Let's see. Johnson and Johnson, hundreds of thousands of vaccines available by summer. Word on the news. Thank
By
God.
Wednesday. Johnson and Johnson is by Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah, but
send out today.
To a lesser degree, they're going to have 200,000 vaccines on Wednesday, maybe, and then in the millions come this summer. He was missed dearly. My district also does the rapid test. I think your district is PI, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Having students come in to TELPAS is ridiculous. TELPAS is not required this year. It will most definitely not result in the great retention. Parents have the option to say no. TELPAS, yes, say no. Pingüina, 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 pingüina. Mike makes my heart sing. Mine too.
Mine 3.
80% effective vaccine for virus with a 99.98 recovery rate. Don't mind me. I'm just passing through. Keep on passing, baby. I work at Webb. Oh, awesome. Consolidated Independent School District.
Hey, you guys. Isn't Mike Pineapple like the Latino version of Ryan Santa Ana?
Ryan Santa Ana.
You know, because he's half and half.
He's amazing.
About that, I was thinking because they're both very smart in their jokes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
but I'm being funny about Ryan because he's Latino too, but in his pictures he looks otherwise.
He looks gringo.
Yeah.
Hey guys, the other thing that we wanted to discuss today is the GBEC board.
The what?
The GBEC board. Greater Brownsville Initiative.
I heard the Jeep import. I'm like, what?
Me too. I'm like, where?
GBEC board.
Okay.
GBEC board. Greater Brownsville Incentive Corporation. Hey guys, let me say what really bothered me in regards to the GBEC board, and we talked a little bit about it this past weekend. I actually posted about it. Was that the GBEC board? There was an article in the Brownsville Herald that said that the GBEC board, was reported to the district attorney and to the federal government in regards to land purchase.
But is that what you said about don't believe what Brownsville Herald says?
Well,
or not here, not this time.
This is what came out of Commissioner John Cowan's mouth.
But
Commissioner John Cowan is quoted stating that he reported it to the district attorney and to the federal government. Guys, let me say this. I do not trust a damn word that's coming out of any one of these commissioners' mouth. First of all, when I was on the board, I got reported to the Brownsville Police Department for having sex with a student in a car. That never, ever happened in any way, way, or form. Let me tell you guys, anyone out there could file a police report for anything that they want. Anyone. It doesn't mean diddly squat. Usually, and in the words of the police officers that went to investigate the charge that La Pingüina Imbécil Estúpida went and filed against me, in the words of the police officer, the police detective, all this is just political. Political. Because, let me tell you guys, in reference to the GBEC board, guys, they had already declared that there was absolutely nothing illegal or nefarious in regards to what had happened. And I'm not defending the GBEC board. I could care less about the GBEC board. But they specifically came out, the auditors, to say that there was nothing there. This is the executive summary. There is absolutely nothing there. The video of the meeting that they had, the city commissioners, specifically states exactly what is on the report, guys. The video is there. And if I could get to it, I'd be a happy camper. Play. Well, maybe if I put up the volume.
A presentation by the Office of the City Auditor of a review of a land acquisition by the Greater Brownsville Improvement Corporation, referenced as the Orestes and Shade property. City Auditor's Office.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. We conducted a review of the land transaction that was acquired by Givic. Our initial objective was to determine whether the transaction was made at arm's length and absent any related parties. To determine also that it was made for reasonable value based on the appraisal of the property, and to determine whether it was approved by the board, and whether the transactions were in furtherance of the purposes of GBIC's economic development initiative. The results of our audit, nothing came to our attention to indicate that
Nothing.
the purchase of the land was not at arm's length or was in any way a related party transaction. And we have no knowledge that would suggest that the price paid for the purchase of the 3-track was in any way significantly in variance with the market value based on the 2 appraisals that we received. I believe everybody has been given a copy of we circulated a copy of the report. And the only thing that we couldn't determine was whether at what point and in what meeting the transaction was approved, the land transaction. Anybody have any questions?
Item 8, presentation by the Office
It repeats.
of the City Auditor of a review of a land acquisition.
What did y'all get from that, Jimmy?
It's kind of, I found it kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say because it's Brownsville.
Did you find anything? I mean, what they're basically saying is we found nothing. We found nothing. But Commissioner John Cowan went out and told the Herald that, hey, they're reporting this to the DA and to the feds. But they said they found nothing. Their own auditor found nothing.
But Cowan is a commissioner, isn't he?
Yes.
And didn't he assign himself to the GBIC board?
Yes, he is the chair of the GBIC board now.
Who was it?
That's what confuses me.
Guys, everything that they do is political. Everything that they do has a purpose. Take into account, folks, we have an election coming up. And they definitely want to have their people on that city commission. It's that simple, guys. There's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there. Now, one of the individuals, and I've made mention of this, that's running for District 4, then is what the mayor and John Cowan trying to say is that they did something illegal?
That's why. But if Cowan and the mayor are saying that, why is this audit saying otherwise?
It makes no sense.
That's why I'm like,
their own
am I hearing
auditor,
right?
Their own auditor has stated that there was nothing going on. Nothing. Their own auditor. And if you continue to listen to the meeting, guys, you start to see how they push to try and find something illegal in the land purchase. And look, guys, I'm not in favor of land purchases anyway.
Right.
But as someone that has sat in executive session, one of the things that happens is you don't disclose a lot of the information that is discussed in executive session because it pertains to not letting anybody else get the jump on something that you're trying to do.
Which we're
Yeah,
starting,
you're not supposed to discuss anything in
Nothing.
executive session.
which we're all now starting to see is there's a lot of jumping in before anybody else does in all these meetings, in all these boards.
Guys, let me say this, folks. It's time to clean house, guys. One of the things that and I've shared this. One of the reasons why I'm very, very upset with the mayor of the city of Brownsville is because he, wanted to file a police report because someone had posted on my page in regards to a armed protest in front of his offices. Filed a police report, guys. It's the way they distract the community from focusing on the stuff that really does actually affect the community at hand, guys. And let me tell you, as much as people may be out there starting to say and continue to say that, Erasmo was just being negative about the situation, let me say, guys, they failed our community. They just want you to forget that they failed the community. They want you to forget that they had no FEMA dome ready, no generators on hand. They had no plan whatsoever to pull the city out from the darkness, guys, that we fell upon because of a freeze.
That vaccines were given out at the discretion.
Huh?
That vaccines, because you said no FEMA dome, no generator, that vaccines were given out at someone's discretion. That
they're allowed to have weddings. They're allowed to have major events. We are not. What happened to at G-Bike? They paid up $500,000. And see, that's the other thing. I'm glad that Luis mentioned this up. Guys, if there was anything illegal, 2 points. If there was anything illegal that happened at G-Bike, anything illegal, guys, why did they buy out the contract of the director for $500,000?
Come on, people, gotta go vote,
guys. Because if they had done anything illegal, you don't buy out the contract of anyone that has their hands dirty. You don't. You take them to court.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they unanimously buy out his contract? Second point. Does anyone know who the GBEC board attorney is?
Are you gonna drop a bomb on us?
Well,
You're gonna drop a bomb on us?
No. The GBEC board attorney is the city of Brownsville attorney. It's the same one, guys. So, did the city attorney know that they did something illegal and didn't inform the city commission or the city of Brownsville? Why hasn't the city attorney been questioned?
Who's the city attorney?
Judge Hernandez. It's the same individual, guys. So did something go awry in regards to the transaction? Then just let us know. Is there something other that you're not sharing with us? But according to the audit that you made, nothing happened that was illegal, underhanded, or to benefit any one person. Now, one of the things that did come out towards the end of that meeting was Commissioner Jessica Tetreault. And in it, Commissioner Jessica Tetreault asks, why didn't we have an audit for the Casa de Nylon building?
Dun, dun, dun. And then?
The Casa de Nylon building, guys. We paid 3 times the market value for the Casa de Nylon building. That still sits right there and only serves to shelter the homeless.
And did anybody, and it's only the outside that serves as a shelter, not even the inside.
Can't be used.
And did they answer her? No.
No. Guys, the reason that that there's been no audit whatsoever in regards to the Casa de Nylon building, none, is because the commissioner who serves District 1 was part of the sale to the city of Brownsville at $2.2 million. $2.2 million. and she sits in the majority of the city commission. In the majority of the city commission. So do you think for a second that she's going to be okay with having an audit on a piece of property that we know for a fact her family made a buck from? And we, the city of Brownsville, got jilted because we can't use that building, guys. We can't use that $2.2, $2.3 million building because of asbestos. It's going to cost us like $5 million to clean it up or to knock it down.
And the market value was how much?
$600,000. $600,000.
So the best thing would be to knock it down and build it back up?
We knock it down, it's going to cost us $5 million. Because
what?
It's going to cost us about $5 million.
Because it has asbestos.
Because when a building has asbestos, you have to bring in individuals who specialize in demolition of asbestos-filled buildings.
Doesn't it make you want to cry, Jimmy?
I mean, yeah, because that's all you can do. There's no other choice.
Nothing.
Because when it comes to that, I mean, you can't do anything.
That money could have gone for luxury bus stop stations.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening, Erasmo and Maggie. Jimmy, I got my COVID shot today. Woo!
Yay!
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Really good, dude.
Sam is coming home tomorrow, guys.
Yay! Oh,
I think-
two good news.
I think we're having a parade tomorrow, aren't we? Unless it was a surprise.
Uh-oh.
Oops. John didn't get his cut and got mad. Let me tell you guys, I don't know what the hell Commissioner John Cowan is doing out there. I don't know what the hell the city commission is doing right about now, guys. They are like shooting at the dark. But again, they want to hide everything that's behind. Hi, Real Politics. What brings you over here? He's an idiot. So suddenly the nothing is a something commissioners who self-appointed themselves to oversee this board. It's crazy. Things that make you go, So if the BISD member Atkinson is pulling a 69 stunt and ratting on everyone, could she have dirt on the mayor? Could she? She could. We have to remember that Mayor Mendez was in the movie business with Dr. Sylvia Atkinson. Is there something there? I doubt it, but nothing would surprise me.
Any more?
No. 2.7 million for 3 tracks from Quebec and without following protocol. Again, it's kind of a weird deal because according to the auditor, they did file protocol. Jimmy is not used to this type of corruption. PI only has the choice. Jimmy, comment?
No comments.
Listen, PI.
You know what? They're Bo or Justice of the Peace is my cousin. He's a good guy. Good guy.
I think it's a fake real profile. Who knows? This is your favorite Star Trek. Who is your favorite Star Trek character? Captain James T. Kirk. James Tiberius Kirk. Without a doubt. Gotta love that man.
Come on, Maggie. Get it out of your system, Maggie.
I don't know what I'm yelling.
This is how both parties operate. Do as I say, not as I do. 100%. ¿Qué te pasa, Maggie? Trey Mendez, more like, I only buy big trucks to compensate. My little bitty buying out contracts seems like a Brownsville thing. I mean, BISD been doing it for years.
And years and years.
He bought out his contract to avoid going to court. It's crazy. Michael Jackson said it well. People like Cowan and Golansky don't really care about us. They don't. They care about putting money in their pocket. Hopefully, there won't be another suicide in Brownsville. Just say, guys, if you wake up in the morning and hear Erasmo Castro committed suicide, know that he didn't.
Yeah, for sure.
when you were coming on Erasmo and I was waiting for the link, I'm thinking, ya valió.
Ya se lo tronaron.
Ya se lo tronaron.
Is a GBEC board equivalent to the BISD board, but for the city commissioners are equivalent to the GBEC board. Let me tell you, I don't agree with the GBEC board anyway. I think the GBEC board, the BCIC board guys, were all boards that were made up just to be like big cities throughout the state of Texas. Guys, that's why we have city commissioners, guys. There's absolutely no reason to have a GBEC board if you have a well-functioning city commission, guys.
The GBEC board is supposed to promote business in Brownsville, right? To have businesses come in. Huh?
No, that's BCIC. The GBEC board is in charge of economic development. The one that promotes businesses is BCIC, Brownsville Community Incentives Corporation.
But that's the commissioner's jobs anyway, right? To begin with.
Exactly. Now, you want proof, folks? Well, the city commission is now sitting on GBEC board because that's what they're supposed to do anyway. So, guys, let me tell you, entre más boards,
stop laughing.
I'm sorry.
The more boards and the more committees you have, folks, the more potential for corruption. It's that simple, guys. We don't need a GBIC board. We don't need a BCIC board. We don't. We have a city commission, guys.
We just need commissioners to do their job.
That needs to get off their butt and do their damn job. And if they can't do their job, then get off the commission. Don't run for office.
You got to go, Jimmy?
I got to go.
Love you.
Love you guys. See you all soon.
Bye.
Brownsville peeps. I love you guys. PI peeps. I love you guys a little bit more. Y'all have a good night. I'm kidding. I love y'all. Just the way you love us at Osmo, I love Brownsville just as much as you love us. So.
Hey, let's go to the basketball game.
We're actually going, but I'll give you a call after my show at 10.
Awesome.
Bye.
I thought he'd never leave.
Whatever. Are you that rude when I get off?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm
Hey,
going.
guys, it just makes no sense to have a GBIC board.
Absolutely.
Honestly, guys, it's just a cesspool for corruption. That's all it is, guys. And guys, the more boards and committees, and they want to have boards and committees for everything, for anything. We have an LGBTQ task force. For what? That is the commissioner's job. To promote equality, to promote unity, guys. That's what they get elected for. We've got committees and boards for anything and everything out there, man. Have them do their damn job. Have them do their job. Why do we need a GBEC board? Why? We don't. You want proof? City commissioners are sitting on the GBEC board right now. When the FBI comes knocking? Guys, unfortunately for us, we get so screwed in the process. Look at Sylvia Atkinson, guys. I mean, she literally screwed your kids, your children, and you still vote for her candidates. How pathetic is that? And you know what? We're very fortunate that Sylvia Atkinson decided not to run. Very fortunate, guys. You know why?
Because she would have won.
She would have won. Let that sink in, guys. If Sylvia Atkinson would have run for re-election, folks, think about this. She would have won. She would have won. I'm not joking, guys.
No,
she would have won in the city of Brownsville. That's how stupid some people are. Stupid. Jessica está bien bonita. No. Oh, which one?
The school board? Stop it.
Is the BIC director like Stormy Daniels paid hush money for the services rendered? Let me tell you, I'd like to get some hush money for something. How do you know it has asbestos? Because it was built in the 1940s and 1950s. But yeah, there is a report. We should use Casa de Nylon to house La Mayor. Yeah, let's put him in there for a couple weeks.
And the city manager.
Yeah. I met Kirk and McAllen. He was awesome. I hate you. Hola, Cheese and Maggie. Royal. Out of the billions of dollars going to schools, how much will BISD and PISD get? Let me tell you, BISD always gets a chunk of money. Always. I love you, Charlie Atkinson, Papi. Yep. Makes sense. Those boards exist only as a way for people to take money from the people. Guys, Dave's 100% right. That's the only thing that they serve, to bleed the community seco. No offense, Jimmy. Still bitter about having an overnight stay at PI jail 22 years ago. I almost got in trouble one time in PI. Long story. Many years ago. Also about 22 years ago, Jimmy. Eddie. Maybe more. So another escape route for BISD. Oh my God, this will never stop. No, stop. Meanwhile, Harlingen airports get $3 million in coronavirus relief funds. We got a median on Boca Chica Boulevard. If Brownsville had a city manager that did his job, those boards would not exist. 100%. Dave's right. Greater Brownsville Sales Corporation is a nonprofit organization created to oversee the disbursement of a quarter-cent sales tax collected in the city of Brownsville. So what's their budget? $5 million a year. About $5 million in that area. Just throw in the Border Patrol to Trey Hernandez. Let's see how many legals he employs at the restaurant. Mayor Mendez actually did come out, guys. Came out today highlighting that he had been interviewed by a Dutch media.
Whoa. Moving on up.
Moving on up, Mayor. Congratulations on getting interviewed by the Dutch media while the people in Brownsville still struggle to pay their overextended, overrated PUB bill. Great job. Yeah. I'm sure people in Brownsville that are going to have to pay crazy utilities bill this next month are super glad and excited that our mayor is coming out halfway across the world in Dutchland. There is no Dutchland. Deutschland. Deutschland. I was waiting for der Führer Hein Weigland to say something. Good evening. Good evening. It's Am and Jessica Rabbit. It's Jessica. I know why you're saying that. Can you settle a bet? You posted a picture of little Eddie reading the kids. I think he was sitting down. My wife says he was standing up. Okay, he was on a boosty chair. The lollipop killed. The lollipop. Children, I came here to read to you. Get back in your chair, boy. I'm the board president. Oh! Get back in your chair, student. I'm the president. I will announce today, I remember city manager, your show gets the exclusive. Yes! Finally, an intelligent city manager. The people selected to those boards are buddies to city commission 100% to begin with. So what's the point of their use? Exactly. Dutch, more like Butch media. Dutchland, I love Maggie agrees.
Holland? Is he talking about?
Yes, Holland.
I was like, I'm just gonna go along with this. Okay, that's
Maggie, what type of librarian are you?
Yeah, no, I was just figuring.
Deutschland. I'm everywhere, Delphi. Where's your hall pass, kid? I'm the president of the board. Can someone move this mic down, please? There. Okay, a little bit lower. Okay. Does anyone have another booster chair anywhere? I need to go a little bit higher. And that's what Maggie. So, did y'all like the virtual sombrero fest? No.
I couldn't find it.
Let me tell you, it was horrible.
I went looking for it. I couldn't find any videos.
Horrible.
The only thing I found was the broken sprocket videos.
Tons of people.
No masks.
No masks. Guys, please like the YouTube channel. Is there any maps in the libraries?
Yes, there are.
Maggie, last words.
Good night.
Guys, tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, Deutschland is Germany in German, Deutschland. Yes. Guys, estás bárbaro, Erasmo. Someone's crying. Maggie, can we still check out old school projectors?
You almost could have at my library when I got in there. They still had some. Sad to say.
I will be on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in the morning. Please stop by 9 a.m. Guys, please continue to share the page, YouTube page. Subscribe. Thumbs up. Maybe thumbs down. That's fine. Guys, have a great evening. Social distance, face coverings, hand sanitizer, guys. Guys, do not send your children to school. Do not. Keep them safe. The school year is almost over. Keep them home, Liberty. Guys, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. Guys, have a great evening. Love you all. Guys, be good to each other and please continue to be good to me. God bless.